Have fun with her, Ryan. Have fun with her, Ryan. Have fun with her, Ryan. Have fun with her, Ryan.
And we're live. Welcome to the Bay Area of Gaming live stream. Don't know why there's so much echo going on. Maybe I need to fix that. Never mind, it's already fixed. Might just be me. Anyways, we're back at it again with some baseball action. We're going to spin the wheel. Who are the Giants going to play against? Will it be the Smurfs? Will it be the Philly Cheesesteak Factory? Will it be the Red Sox? Who knows? Let's spin the wheel and find out. The Astros. Oh no, that's the Braves. Hard moment. The Giants, stay ready. And since it's been crappy weather, what are we in now? We're in April. We're gonna make it overcast. This live stream is not and should be brought to you by Dutch Bros. Get yourself a large blended or iced candy cherry rebel almost anywhere in the US of A.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Chris Sale. How about a report on him, Chris?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And the batter now, Tyler Fitzgerald. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Home run city. The Braves suck. Good
That'll
God.
fire up the dugout, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Willie Adames stands in.
Willie Adames up to bat.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The pitch. Popped up to the left.
And
into foul ground.
territory.
Catcher
It's
tosses
out.
the mask, settles under it. Great catch. Foul ground up against the wall. Here's the Giants lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back.
Hang on, y'all. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I'm not sleeping
Back in for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it.
A lot of boos for the Giants.
He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So one out,
Giants
nobody
are
on.
rolling
Now,
here.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr. up to bat.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Late night Lamont down on strikes. Here's Elliot Ramos.
I appreciate the subscribe.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Murphy fires the first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, Logan Webb.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
You get 1 week early access to that before it gets uploaded to YouTube. And yeah.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
I also have another one in the works. So
here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
And first offering is fouled off. Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones. 1 down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
You know, one of these days in the pro wrestling world, I want to bring my GTA
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
And I want to bring that character and the rest of like that universe to the wrestling world. It would be
up
awesome.
The middle.
Like just the ideas I have.
Tosses to first.
Like,
Profar is out.
To a whole nother level if I brought that character to life.
Batting third baseman, Austin.
2 outs, base is empty. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
To life from their video games, so why not?
And it's fouled away.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Hit in the air out to center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back at Truist Park. Now here is Patrick Bailey. Sale back to work. Left field.
That's going to
Profar in position. Brings it in. And there's one away. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Bunt attempt. Popped up. Reaching for it and brings it in. And up next for San Francisco, Grant McCray. That one ripped right center field. And that gets down into the gap.
Now batting, center fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Lee getting the start in center, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a native of South Korea. Comes up empty.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. One left for San Francisco. Back here in Atlanta, bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
Man, that
2
was
strikes.
pretty gross right there.
And down on strikes. And a couple of quick outs.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
By the way, first time showcasing this gameplay with the scuff controller. That's why I'm playing so good.
The 0-2. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. One left for Atlanta. They trail it here 3-0.
Fans.
On to the 3rd inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald.
And Tyler Fitzgerald is up to bat.
Just missed.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Out to center.
Oh, never mind. That's
Harris
out.
makes the catch, and there's one gone.
I got to say, Truist Park has a nice old-school feel to it, especially with those great views of the skyline over the outfield walls. And they specifically designed the seating areas to get more fans as close to the field as possible.
I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like a Chick-fil-A statue.
And Willie fouls one back. Ripped to 3rd and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
On the ground, Riley.
Damn it. There's no hope.
Tosses to first. Out. That's out number 3. So no runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Jared Kelenic. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting the feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Harris in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just missed. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Down in order go the Braves.
The Braves ain't doing so well.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Take this L.
And he lays down a bunt.
Damn it.
Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit.
Drop the bat. Let's see what he has.
Slider right there.
Something I'm noticing in this one is if these hitters are aggressive early in the count, it makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
Bailey at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Patrick Bailey up to bat. Let's see what he has. So far, so good for the Giants. 4-0.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Swing from Patrick Bailey.
1-1. That's a ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Yastrzemski stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And a swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Throws to first in time. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
And it's Bay Area Gaming on Monday Night Spotlight.
Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jurickson Profar. Fought off foul. Foul ball there.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Has room and he makes the catch.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Braves down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
First baseman.
Here's Matt Olson.
Olson.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
And there's a foul ball.
He tried.
Here's the pitch to Olson. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. A changeup missing, and the count is even 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
McCray under it. And that is the third out of the inning.
You can hear all
Ready
the
now
Braves
for the
fans
fifth
in the
inning.
game.
Here's the left fielder,
pretty
Grant
funny.
Left
McCray.
fielder, Grant McCray.
Sale back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball.
Movement in the
Two
Atlanta
strikes.
bullpen. Number 63 preparing to come on if needed. Lee getting cranked
1-2.
up as well.
Hit him in the
Going to
ankle.
count 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Drops one down in front of the plate. And safe at first, the bunt single.
Yes.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the.
Oh, look, they're going to play
Pitching for the
desperation.
Braves.
move.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
63.
He's already homered in this game.
Anderson Pilar.
Grounder might be 2. Glove flip for 1. A 1-pitch double play out of the pen. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 4 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Right through there for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2
1
strikes.
ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That
2-2.
one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right side, hard hit. Wade takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That misses the zone. 1-0. Albies, 28 years old,
Hey,
and he's a native of Curacao. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
That clips the corner.
In today's game,
2-1.
not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Murphy batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. This to center field. Lee tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Kelnick in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Nice grab. The throw, and they get the out. Top of the 6th inning, and now Willie Adames. A little out front there as he swings through it. Movement in the bullpen. Daysbel Hernandez appears to be getting loose. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Pitch was
third
in and off the
baseman,
plate.
Matt
So hard to
Chapman.
do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And here is Matt Chapman. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more
I
right
gotta see
here.
that again because the Atlanta team is not doing too well.
There's a strike.
0-1.
And he swings over the top there.
Knowing that the
No
pitcher
ball.
wants
Two
a ground
strikes.
ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Got him. And now one away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it
Pitcher,
started.
like, way
Three-pitch
OT.
strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
That one fouled off. Adames at first, one gone. Pitch
1-1.
misses there, and a count even 1-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Harris brings it in. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. One hit in the. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Ready to
Braves,
go for the
the
last half of the
shortstop,
inning. So now to the plate for
Orlando
Atlanta.
Arcia.
Orlando Arcia. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Right through there for a
But
strike.
hey, I'm always back and I ain't
0-2.
going anywhere. I just had to take time off.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back on this one. And that one is out of here. All muscle to center field, and they're chipping away. It's 4-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
At the plate, Michael Harris II. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And that is out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. See ya strikes him out for the second time today. Here's Profar down. Profar gets a piece there. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
Here is Austin Riley. Both 2 in this one.
Riley.
There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
On the ground to the left. Chapman over to first in time. Third out, and that ends the frame. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
I have to put that in the thumbnail too.
Top of inning number 7. And now here is Elliot Ramos. Outside. And that's ball 1.
Elliot Ramos up to bat.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And a quick out, number one.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. Caught in a rundown now. And they tag him out. Mike Yastrzemski up here.
Okay. Still winning.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one hammered.
That's over.
That's back. That's long gone. He circles the bases. It's 5-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Hard hit left side. Throw on to Olsen, and that is that. Giants add on one more. Bye-bye, baby. The solo home run. It's now a 5-1 ball game. And we're back. Bottom of the seventh. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Matt Olsen. And that drops in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The Giants are at 5, the Atlantas are at 1, and nothing's going good for them.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
Designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Adames the throw to first. Ozuna is out. 2 down, base is empty. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
I could go with Unreal too. I got all the tools to make a Photoshop.
On a line out towards center. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down here 5-1.
Yes, they are.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Daysbel Hernandez. So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a pitch.
Up to bat.
That one missed. Hernandez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. This one smashed down the right field line. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Foul territory. On Tyler.
And strike 2. Lee aboard here at first with nobody out. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Into center. Harris racing after it. He can't get there. It's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Off the
ball.
Played inside, and now it's even 1-1.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away,
2-1.
and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 2-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hit on the ground, might be 2. They put the tag on him. No throw here. First and third now with 2 out.
Still got 2 at base.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that is that. Back at Truist Park, and here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Trying to steal the first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Kelnick. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next
Ball
offering
1.
upstairs.
1-2.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
In the air, right field. And that is foul. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
This one popped up. Fitzgerald.
This one's going to be an out. Instant out.
And makes the grab. And that is that. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Dylan Lee.
We got Elliott.
Now here is Elliott Ramos.
Number 52. Dylan Lee.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Somewhere, y'all.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Patrick Bailey will hit next. 1 for 3. There's a swing and a drive.
Instant home run. Instant
That one's
home run.
carrying. Gone. And they boost their lead. It's 7-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Thumbnail, man.
And up next for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski. Slider right there.
No balls. 1 strike.
Bunting, and it's in the air. Riley grabs it on the run. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
McCray, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss.
Gets the call on the mound right there. A little surprising for a guy that struggled, and most times you don't get that.
And he chases that one. And now two gone.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that's the third out. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now 7-1. Back after this on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
Let's switch pitchers here.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will They hand the ball over to a new arm, Landon Root, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. Off the mark there, 2-2. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
That's outside, and it's a full count. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
The throw to first. Out. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. That one misses in the dirt.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Yeah, they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Now only 1 out remaining. Austin Riley at the plate. Ball 1 there. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
It's okay, it's 7-1.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
In the dirt, down to second, but he dances back in safely. 1 strike away.
Anyways, I've heard in the wrestling news
in the dirt
lately that
Riley up to third on the wild pitch.
A lot of releases are coming.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base, pretty much standing up. Well,
to first, and this should do it. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. It's 7-2. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
I'm gonna be out of Mostly machine guns are going to be...
So 2 down. Here's Marcelo Zuna.
Yes, man.
Ripped to short, and that is the ball game.
Let's go.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers,
on top.
they really led them to victory.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Promote the sponsorship and promote the Patreon, but you know what? I'm tired. I'm really tired, and I need some rest, so check it in the description. Go to GameWorld.com, use promo code NorCal707 for 10% off your first purchase, and go to my Patreon page and become a Patreon member so you can get exclusive access to Red Assassin the series and more. I will see you guys on the next live stream. Later.
Have fun with her, Ryan.